Your song was called Fairy Tale.
Yeah, why not?
The main song, right?
Yeah.
So have your life turned into a fairy tale after your fairy tale triumphed Eurovision 4 years ago?
Good question. Not a surprising question. I always hear about the effects of Eurovision and that it is supposed to be so much better after Eurovision, you know. But to be honest, I think life can be just as good as you want it to. The biggest success I had with Fairy Tale was the first days when I just started to do it on piano in studio, and that was maybe even bigger than when I won. So I just hope that every people just want to spread their talents, no matter if it's big or small, just enjoy the things you do.
See, because I was about to ask which fairy tale is it now after the Eurovision?
If it's one fairy tale, I could find myself like acquainted to. It's Wall-E, probably, by Disney, the robot, because he is kind of fine on his own, you know. So that's my thing, I guess.
I don't know what I was doing when suddenly we fell apart.
Your fairy tale, it topped not only Eurovision Song Contest, it also topped some of the main European national charts.
Well, yeah, and that is actually very interesting because Fairy Tale is not a radio song. Many of my songs are not for today's radio because radios are very. It has to sound like, you know, Lady Gaga and that sound. So I went to all of the radio stations in Scandinavia with that song, and they said, "We're sorry, Alex, but this is not good for radio." Then I won, and then people had to put it on the radio. So it's a very special situation, really, because after Eurovision, there always comes a song that is very different from all the others, because people chose it and not the radio guys.
But no one else could lift me high above. I don't know what I was doing.
All of them had so massive chart success, but your fairy tale had. Did
Yeah,
it make
thank
some
you.
money for you also?
Yeah, it's a nice bonus. I have a flat now and a PlayStation and Xbox, so I'm satisfied that
That's
I
it?
got those charts. Oh, a lot of other things. I tried to spend my money on my career actually, which is making my music in studio. I don't have a studio myself yet, so I had to spend a lot of money on that, and then on music videos. It's like I'm a child that just got a lot of money and can play around. Not fancy clothes, and I think you see that I'm not that kind of guy. My talent is not to look snappy. My talent is to play the violin and sing and make music. So I try to become a famous composer now, because I have a big privilege to travel around the world all the time, you know, like an artist. And now that I'm single, you know, I don't have a girlfriend, now it's fun. But I imagine that in 10 years, if I get a wife and some kids, with that wife, I want to be with them, you know. I don't want to travel to a new country every week. So it would be so much better to get a house far from the city and work as a composer, you know, by the computer. Compose music for different Eurovision artists or compose music for movies. And then I can do that in daytime and be with my children in the evening. I like rap, I like black metal, you know, but people, especially critics in Norway, they find it very confusing when I release something by classical, you know, classical violin, and the next thing I do is rap, and then they think that I went crazy, yeah? So instead of doing all of the things myself, I want to write for other people because I think that is more normal. And sometimes a Eurovision winner wants to be normal.
Stupid fool, you're scaring me to death. That's not cool.
When I go to Turkey or Azerbaijan or here, I think that, well, now it's been 3 years ago I won. I guess they don't know me now. So now I can come there with my girlfriend, yeah, and things like that. But everybody still wants an autograph and recognize me and takes picture of that girlfriend, and the ball starts rolling again.
Why won't you leave me alone? Just leave me alone.
Your new single, Leave Me Alone. Whom are you asking to leave you alone?
You know, it's very important to say here that I really love my fans. There's just one that I don't love that much. And she has turned my life to a living hell sometimes. So she's from Israel, and she's like 34 or 35, yeah. She started calling me every day for 3 years, yeah. Actually, the first 2 weeks, I was stupid enough to tell her that, you know, I really don't understand what you want, but please, here is my email, you can write me. So now she calls me 50 times a day and sends me 50 emails a day, you know, and that's kind of my fault. But I tried everything. I tried to avoid her for the first 1.5 years. I tried to answer her some weeks just to maybe get that she gets me off the system, yeah. Nothing works, really. So I thought either I go to the police right now or I write a song about it. So I choose a song, of course.
You're scaring mom and dad, scaring up my girlfriend. You're waiting by my door early in the morning.
It's very important to say that it's not about you. It's not about the people around the world. It's just about that poor girl who I actually feel a little bit sorry for. But so I hope that it's a win-win situation. Actually, now she's very happy. She got her own song. She doesn't call my mother anymore, and my friends. You know, she leaves them alone. Not me, though.
Why won't you leave me alone? Just leave me alone.
I just hope to get a little bit sleep before tomorrow, so that I can have a really good appearance at the gig tomorrow.
No Friday party in Tallinn.
Maybe, just without the hard liquor, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.